Airbnb owns zero houses. They don't build apartments, they don't manage hotels, yet they built a company worth over $100 billion. How does a company that owns nothing become one of the biggest names in travel? In 2008, two roommates in San Francisco were struggling to pay rent. A design conference was coming to the city. Hotels were fully booked. So, they had a simple idea. Buy 3 air mattresses, put them in their living room, charge strangers to sleep there. They called it Air Bed and Breakfast. That small experiment made them a few $100s. But more importantly, it revealed something powerful. People were willing to stay in strangers' homes if the experience felt safe and affordable. That was the beginning of Airbnb. But here's what made it different. Most entrepreneurs, if they wanted to disrupt hotels, would think, let's build a better hotel. Airbnb didn't do that. They didn't buy land, they didn't build properties, they didn't hire cleaning staff across cities. Instead, they built software, a marketplace, where hosts list their homes, guests book their homes. Airbnb takes a percentage of every transaction. That's it. They don't own the assets, they control the connection. This is called an asset-light model. Hotels are asset-heavy. Buildings, furniture, employees, maintenance, massive debt. Airbnb, servers, engineer, code. When hotel demand increases, they must build new properties. When Airbnb demand increases, more people simply list their homes. That's scalability, without physical expansion. If Airbnb enters a new country, they wouldn't need to construct anything. They just need hosts to sign up. Growth becomes faster, cheaper, and global. That's why, within a few years, Airbnb expanded into hundreds of cities worldwide. Not because they owned more, but because they owned less. Of course, it wasn't smooth. Investors rejected them. People thought strangers would never trust each other. Cities tried to regulate them. Hotels fought back. But Airbnb refined trust, reviews, verified accounts, secured payments. They didn't solve real estate, they solved trust. Once trust exists, marketplaces explode. Today, Airbnb doesn't compete like a hotel chain. It competes like a network. The more hosts join, the more guests join. The more guests join, the more hosts want to list. That's the flywheel. Once it starts spinning, it accelerates itself. You don't always need to own assets to build wealth. Sometimes, controlling the platform is more powerful than owning a product. Airbnb doesn't own homes, but it owns the marketplace where millions of homes are listed. And that difference is everything. If you understood this, you'll start seeing businesses differently. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns of businesses that shouldn't work.